Um,
Dude, totally radical. Check it out, like
hello.
Wolf, dude.
Dude Wolf.
Dude Wolf here.
What the fuck do you want?
Well, like, I figured, since you're, gonna be part of the team now, did you want to, share with
Get that
my,
out of here.
kawaii little skeleton,
It's almost
dude?
Christmas time, you idiot.
Well, you though, right?
Get
Why?
that crap out of here.
Well, that was totally heinous and not rad, bro. Mana, dude, no!
Well, hello.
Ah! Son of a bitch! Well-
You screamed like a girl. What the fuck are you doing? And what is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Wolf 420 Supernatural Review, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody. So, today we are going to be reviewing Supernatural Season 13, Episode 9, entitled The Bad Place. So it starts out with a guy in a art studio talking to his friend or his wife and something, and they are talking, and he's talking about people coming by the studio, and if visits led to sales, then he'd be rich instead of suffering on his rent and all that stuff. Well, the wife leaves, and a little bit later, somebody comes to the door, and it's Jack. And Jack says, "Hello, I'm Jack." And so he comes in and he finds the painting and he wants to go to this world. It turns out that the dude is a dream walker, and Jack pays him to, the dude's reluctant at first, but Jack talks him into it. And the dude dream walks for Jack and takes him to see the apocalypse world. And Jack grabs onto the dude's head, and his eyes light up, and the dude's face and eyes is glowing too. And then all of a sudden the dude's screaming, and it cuts away. Later, it cuts back to the woman returning to the studio, and the man is dead on the floor with his eyeballs burned out, as if he'd seen the true form of an angel. And I sat there, and I looked at the screen, and I said, "Son of a bitch! Damn it, Kripke! You went and made him a villain, didn't you? Damn it, Kripke!" Alright, I know that it's not Kripke in charge anymore, but Kripke left whoever it was in charge that turned Jack into a villain. So, Kripke gets shot. Now, let us continue. So we got back to the bunker, and Sam and Dean are searching for Jack still, and coming up Upkiss. And they continue searching, and they suddenly get a call from Sheriff Jody Mills. Oh, and they mentioned that they talked to Cass. And Cass is following a lead somewhere. Well, we know it's not Cass. Damn it. It's not Cass. You're talking to on the phone, Dean. It's not Cass. Damn it. Cass and Lucifer are both in prison still. And we haven't even seen them. It's only episodes. Welcome back, Cass. Only to disappear right away. Sure. Anyways, we continue on from there. So Sheriff Jody Mills calls Sam and Dean and tells them that she heard about a woman talking about a man who was killed by his eyeballs burning out. And Dean says, sounds angel-y. And then the description Jody reads matches Jack. And she tells them that the description matches his boy. And now, Sam and Dean are rushing to find the boy. Meanwhile, Patience. Or at one point, Dean tried to call Patience, and she didn't answer. Meanwhile, Patience is having visions, and she talks to her father about her grades slipping, and she mentions that she got a call from Dean, and she didn't answer, and her father's being a dick. Anyways, dick dad, okay? And so we get a girl who's at a rehab clinic. I think it's a lockdown rehab clinic, actually. And they're talking about how she was found with enough amphetamines to kill a small elephant in her system, and a whole bottle of them. And she's like, it's not like I'm a junkie. Putting that junk in my body is not what I want to do, but I need it to stay awake so I don't go to the bad place. And things get intense from there. Meanwhile, and Jack enters the scene of the methadone clinic and meets the girl and tries to tell her that he loves cocaine, and it was funny how he said that. And I laughed, and I'm still sitting here furious. But I already shot Kripke, so, but I'm still furious. And, yeah. But okay. He takes her, he tells her he can get her out, and the doctor, or the therapist comes along and, tries to stop him, and Jack lays his hand on the therapist's head, puts him to sleep. Total Castiel move. It was awesome. And he's being cocky about it. And then he busts open the door, and the girl's like, that's a reinforced door. He's like, it was? Oh. So he's got his super strength kicking. He's got all of his powers kicking ass. Why did you do this to me, people? Why did you do this to me, people? So, Jack tries to prevent the girl from leaving because he wants to use her Dreamwalker abilities to find the Apocalypse World. And he's trying to stop her from leaving, and he tries to grab onto her, and Sam and Dean pull up just in the nick of time and stop him. And she gets away, and he's like, she's getting away, and Dean's like, good. And, they snag him up and talk about what's happening. And then he tells them, well, they tell him that the dude wound up dead. And Jack was like, the dude's dead? That's not cool. And so, they continued on. From there, it turns out that Jack isn't a villain. Okay. I'm sorry, Kripke. I take it back. So, now I'll unshoot you, okay? One. Scare. Okay. So, that was that. So we continue on from there. Jack and Sam and Dean find the girl. Well, meanwhile, angels show up and snag the girl, and Sam and Angel Radio, as they're toting Jack around, comes across Jack's head, and he finds out that they have the girl. And I seen the car pull up and offer the girl a ride, and I seen the angel blade sitting on the seat, and the girl starts getting in the back of the car. Look. And then the girl starts getting in the back of the car, and the lady hits her in the back of the head with the angel blade too, throws her in the car. And when I seen that, I'm like, fucking angels. And I'm like, this is crazy how this show can actually make me say something like that. Like, fucking angels. It's like, what the fuck? Alright. So we continue on from there. They, Sam and Dean and Jack go to find the girl. Jack uses his powers perfectly. He takes the angels out. He throws the one angel in through a wall, and then he makes the other one stab himself. I'm like, damn, dude. But, it was them or them, so, that's how that went. So they saved the girl from the angels, and Jack by this time has told Dean about finding Mary, and Dean's excited, and then all of a sudden, as the girl tries to refuse them from going to use her powers and Jack's powers combined to find Mary, Dean's not having it. He pulls out his gun, he forces her to get in the car. I'm like, OMG. I was like, Dean's been dark this season. And just because he's happy because Cass came back and he's got hope again does not mean he's still not dark. And we saw that. And I'm like, wow, dude. Wow, dude. Chill, dude. Chill. Alright. So, we continue on from there. Eventually, an army of angels shows up, and they're like, we're short on angels. She just said, we're short on angels. We're running out of angels, and Dean's like, you can all burn, and then she's like, you first. And an army of angels shows up, and I'm like, you're running out of angels, but an army just showed up. Okay. Wow. So anyways, they're inside, they're trying to use the powers and find Mary, and at the meantime, the angels have a new trick. They're all combined their powers, hitting the ground, and they're breaking the seals, the warding. Eventually, they would break the warding and get inside and kill everybody. And they'd just use angel radio to disable Jack. They were like, can we fight? And we're like, no, we're not going to fight, no, or we're going to die. So I guess we go out get Blaze of Glory style. And like that. And I'm like, wow, dude. Angels got new tricks. They're still being dicks. And, yeah, it's crazy. So, eventually, they find Mary, and they start opening the door, and the angels are about to bust through, and the girl freaks out because she's in the bad place, because she's been, the reason why she doesn't want to use her powers is because she's been, all her life falling asleep and going to this place, the bad place she calls it, and she can actually get hurt while she's there and all of that, and it's pretty insane. So she kept seeing the bad place. She kept messing around with the powers, the angels interrupting, all that good stuff. Well, eventually, it happens. The gate opens. All the angels, we cut away and we come back and we zoom over the scene and there's a bunch of extra crispy angel wings on the walls and melted angel blades on the ground, and it's like, okay, all the angels exploded, and we come back on the scene. The girl is off somewhere in the supernatural Earth Prime, and she's somewhere there, and Jack is by Mary, and I'm wondering how this relationship's gonna go. This is gonna be an interesting thing to see when it comes back January 19th. Son of a bitch. Anyways, yeah. So, Jack's by Mary, and turns out Sam and Dean are in the bad place. Now, I was thinking when I seen the bad place, the original bad place that the girl kept falling into, I was thinking it's purgatory. Now, at the end of the episode, Sam and Dean land in the bad place, and they pan out with a giant drone shot. It's a awesome shot they had. They had some really cool shots in this episode. And, yeah. They go over a drone shot, and they're standing right next to a giant fucking dinosaur footprint. So, Sam and Dean have been transported into Jurassic Park. Interesting. Can't wait to see what happens. I still cannot wait for the Scooby-Doo episode. That is going to be so awesome. I can't wait. But anyways, all in all, this was a really interesting episode. Made me want to shoot Kripke for leaving whoever he left in charge that wound up turning Jack villainous on me. I was not happy. But it was all good in the end. And so, I unshot him. Alright. All in all, really good episode. That'll be Wolf 420. This will be Supernatural Season 13, Episode 9, entitled The Bad Place Review. And everybody have an awesome day. Always keep fighting. Be excellent to each other. And as always, people, peace out. Oh, and before I go, why don't you go ahead and click that like button and subscribe and stick around and see some other videos. And yeah, just enjoy. And yeah, so now, as I said, everybody have an awesome day. Always keep fighting. Be excellent to each other. And as always, people, peace the fuck out.